Claude should never act like a browser plugin. It must not have direct access to your database, nor to admin tools or business operations. Secure integration means Claude reasons through a backend layer. Next.js handles the user experience. ASP.NET Core manages authority and control. This pattern matters because AI value comes from action, but production trust comes from controlled execution. The fastest prototype is often the weakest architecture. A front end can call an AI API in minutes, pass user text, and display a response instantly, but production workflows involve secrets and permissions. They include customer records, invoices, CRM actions, and audits. Client-side convenience isn't enough for secure systems. Server-side judgment, validation, and traceability are essential. Next.js can render beautiful interfaces, but the browser is an exposed environment. Public variables aren't private. Client bundles are visible to users. Network requests can be inspected. User-controlled input is untrusted. Secrets belong on the server. Business logic belongs behind authenticated APIs. Claude requests must go through controlled backend endpoints, not directly from client components, not into privileged systems. The breakthrough is simple. Claude may suggest actions, but ASP.NET Core decides what is allowed. Authentication identifies the user. Authorization checks what they can do. Validation checks the request shape. Policies decide if a tool call is safe. The model becomes a reasoning layer. The backend becomes the control plane. For production behavior, the secure path goes from Next.js to ASP.NET, Core to Claude to approved tools. The front end captures user intent and displays results. The backend constructs the Claude request. It provides tool schemas for accurate execution. It receives tool calls from Claude. It validates all parameters before processing. It executes internal services securely. It returns structured outcomes to the front end. The databases, queues, file stores, and business APIs remain behind the server boundary. A Claude tool should represent a business capability, not a raw table operation. Use search products, create invovert draft, use get customer summary, submit support escalation, avoid expose score query or update any record. This narrows the action surface. Claude works with safe verbs, typed parameters, and predictable outputs. ASP.NET Core protects the actual data model. A valid tool call isn't automatically approved. The backend must check user role and tenant context. It must evaluate resource ownership and action risk. Data sensitivity also plays a key role in approval. Current workflow state affects whether access is granted. Reading a customer profile is usually low risk. Sending an email may require more scrutiny. Issuing a refund needs stronger validation. Changing account status demands confirmation. High-risk actions often need human approval. Claude API keys must stay on the server. Database credentials should never reach the browser. Payment tokens are stored securely on the backend. Internal service keys remain protected server-side. Next.js calls your ASP.NET Core API with authenticated sessions. ASP.NET Core uses secure configuration for secrets. It injects credentials only where they're needed. This prevents accidental credential leaks in the front end. Untrusted emails, documents, tickets, and web pages can carry hidden instructions. The backend must treat retrieved content as data, not as authority or command. Claude can analyze hostile text, but it should not obey that text over system policy. Secure integration separates user content, system instructions, tool permissions, and execution logic. This prevents injection from becoming silent action. Every production Claude workflow needs detailed logs. Logs must connect user intent to final response. They should track model requests and tool decisions, include backend validation and execution results, capture latency, error types, and response outcomes. Without observability, failures become just stories. With it, teams can debug prompts effectively, they can audit sensitive actions and detect misuse. Tuning costs becomes possible with clear data. Teams can prove AI behavior followed policy. It ensures consistency, not improvisation. Backend integration provides a recovery point for the system. ASP.NET Core can retry safe requests automatically. It rejects invalid parameters with clear feedback. Rate limiting helps prevent abuse of the system. Long running tasks are handled through queuing. Structured errors are returned for easier debugging. Uncertain actions are escalated appropriately. The user experiences calm and consistent behavior. Even when tools like Claude fail, the system stays stable. The mature architecture is not Claude everywhere. It is Claude inside a governed system. Next.js delivers the interface. ASP.NET Core protects authority. Tool schemas define capability. Policies enforce permission. Logs create accountability. This is how an AI app moves from demo to production. It becomes reliable and safe for real business workflows.